Trailer bills can be awfully significant with respect to policy implications. In fact, let me just explain one of them right now. One budget trailer bill that's being proposed right now relates again to the issue of hazardous waste permitting fees. Right now, a hazardous waste permit applicant has the option to pay the Department of Toxic Substances Control for its permit application process in one of two ways. The first method is by paying a flat fee, and those fees are identified in statute and vary depending on the size or type of your facility. Those fees are also adjusted by the Board of Equalization using the CPI on an annual basis, so it's adjusted annually. The second option is what's called a reimbursement agreement, which is essentially, if you guys have ever used a law firm and they send you their billable hours for all of their work, that's a reimbursement agreement. But if your law firm was the Department of Toxic Substances Control, I don't think you'd feel very good about paying those bills, because the Department of Toxic Substances Control, also known as DTSC, is admittedly a dysfunctional agency. It is not processing permits efficiently. It's being criticized by both the regulated community, the environmental community, and the environmental justice community on all fronts. It has acknowledged its imperfections. It's attempting to implement new policies, new reforms to process permits more efficiently in a more transparent way. But those reforms have not yet been implemented. And so what the budget trailer language is doing is it's actually eliminating permit applicants' ability to pay a flat fee. And so now you would be required as a matter of law to enter into a reimbursement agreement with the Department of Toxic Substances Control. Essentially, we are handing a blank check to what is known to be one of the most dysfunctional departments in the state of California. The cost associated with those permit processes will be absolutely unknown. So when you're looking to upgrade your facility, for example, to modernize it, to come up into conformance with current environmental protocol, which should be a good thing and something that's encouraged, and you want to talk to a couple of your investors, and your investors ask question number one, which is how much will this cost? Your answer is going to be, I have no idea. And so unfortunately, we have to fight this again in the budget trailer, right, which bypasses a lot of the processes that a typical bill would have to go through. And again, the ramifications are very, very significant. Again, very simple bill. It just says you have to enter into a reimbursement agreement, no flat fees. The implications are extraordinary. The cost for just permitting a landfill where all of your garbage goes, and I should note that the hazardous waste that is disposed of in the state of California, the vast majority of it would be considered garbage elsewhere. Once it leaves the state, it's garbage. And so if we produce hazardous waste in the state of California, and I think the liberal Democrats will agree with me on this, we have an obligation to dispose of it here as well. But this budget trailer language, along with a number of other bills, including SB 654 that I talked about before, make that awfully difficult.